Hey, it's Rich back with you for another video. Today we're taking the company King Air out to Kern to pick up an airplane that we tried to deliver late last year and had some engine issues. We've got that solved. Our director of maintenance, Francis, is going to come with us to kind of oversee, look at the airplane over before I test fly it for the first time with the new engine. And then we got to take it for some avionics work. We're going to take you along for the ride. Okay, so we're sitting here at 12,000 feet, heading out to Kern in the King Air. I think Craig said we're doing about 240 knots across the ground. And I'm sitting with Francis, our director of maintenance.
How you doing?
And Francis and I have worked together for a long time. And so the background on this airplane and what we're doing is we tried to deliver this airplane late last year. We took it out to Kern to look at some floats that were out there with the buyer of the airplane. And en route, we got a chip light. This is a Rolls-Royce engine turbine conversion by Soloy. And so when I got the chip light, we landed at Kern. The first guy I always call when I got a maintenance problem is Francis. I sent him a picture, and Francis said, uh-oh.
Yeah, that's
and why don't you explain a little bit about what, in layman's terms, what that means when we get a chip light?
Basically, the chip light is an indication, so if a piece of metal goes through the engine, it will connect across the two contacts and turns on the light to tell you have a problem. And that's there, so if there is something going on, they catch it early. In this case, they landed. He sent me the picture. We went out there, actually pulled the chip collectors out and found quite a bit of metal in that one.
And the hope is that it's fuzz. I think that's what you called it. Something else that's not severe, and that we could let it go.
Rolls-Royce has a history of making fuzz. It's not a big deal. But what we got there was a lot of metal. So at that point, we called Soloy and we called Rolls-Royce and we said, what do we do? And it basically was a stop, pull the engine out, and let's see what's causing the problem.
And we did that. We took the engine, sent it to Rolls-Royce.
No,
Standard Aero.
We sent it to Standard Aero.
Standard Aero.
Yep.
And then.
And they actually found a bearing that was bad. Actually sent us a picture of it. You should have that somewhere.
Yeah.
They compared the bearing material to what they found on the chip plug and replaced it. And we're now sent the engine back from Standard Aero back up to Soloy. Soloy put it in their jig, set the whole engine up, actually put the engine in the airplane for us. And so they've actually ground run it. We're going to go up there today and look it over, do a final check. We got to go up and do a test flight, and we go from there. So
Francis coming along is good for the first test flight. Obviously, these guys put the engine in from Soloy. We got Standard Aero's a big name. We got a lot of quality companies that are doing this. And now Francis is another checkpoint to just look everything over to make sure there's nothing that, whoa, wait a second, what's this? As a pilot, I may miss. I mean, I'm going to look it over too, but it's nice to have Francis here to be able to give us more confidence that we're good to go fly it, and we'll go put, an hour on it?
Yeah, I'll go put an hour on it. We got to, like I said, we got to take some readings for them so they know the engine's producing the power that it's supposed to.
Yep.
So then we're going to land and we'll look at it again and
go from there.
Yeah, probably do another flight. We got to get a couple hours on it before the new owner comes to pick it up.
Yeah, we'll fly it around a little bit, make sure he has confidence that this isn't going to happen again. So we have high expectations. Again, we've dealt with Standard Aero, we're dealing with Soloy. Francis and our guys got tons of experience too, so we have every reason to believe that this is going to go just fine.
So all this had to change.
And you want to look over there playing really well because this thing's been sitting here for what, 6 months?
Has it been 6 months? Man, it's amazing. Flight,
Hey,
he wanted
Rich,
to look at the
go
infant.
put the trim to neutral. Take off.
That's right on takeoff.
Okay. It doesn't look like it's that far. Cotter pins, cotter pins. Want to drop the flaps?
Yeah. You went full?
Yeah. All right, looks good here. Connection.
This is kind of interesting. Engine log. Did you see this? This is an engine log.
Yeah, GM started it out.
Did GM own Rolls Royce? Like, obviously, at some point.
Well, that engine was designed back in the 40s?
Yeah.
All right, let's pull her out.
This thing you don't have to take off with full power.
No, you really can't. I mean, you can go all the way up there, but I'm inching it up. But you see the torque's right up against it. And again, you can get into the yellow, but
Right.
this kind of goes against my grain a little bit.
Yeah.
Give myself a little room for this turn. Still pretty much at max green, aren't we, on the temp? TOT?
Yeah. So yeah, 10,000 feet at 2992, TOT set to 810.
They want the altimeter at 2992?
Yeah, that's what, yeah.
Okay, we're on the ground here at Willie J. Fox Airport in Lancaster, California. This is where the avionics shop is. Our initial flight with the engine went great. Everything checked out nice. And we were thinking we were going to leave the airplane here for some avionics work and looking at the autopilot, but changed our mind. We're going to take the airplane back to Long Beach because we need to get more time on it. So we'll fly back to Long Beach and we'll fly it out here next week when the shop can get to it rather than leave it sitting out here in the wind for, you know, more than 4 or 5 days. So anyway, I'm going to climb back into 206 and fly it to Long Beach.